Welcome back, everybody, to episode 16 of the Washed Up Sports Podcast. We are your Washed Up Sports hosts,
Patrick Quinn,
Ortiz,
and I'm Bobby Hanscom. Today is Thursday, June 6th, so you know what that means? It's the NBA Finals.
Let's fucking go.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Come on. We already did our predictions for the NBA Finals on last pod, so that would be on Tuesday, episode 15, so go check that out. It's on YouTube already if you haven't checked it out. We're going to give you guys a complete breakdown from tonight's Game 1 with our predictions. Also, on today's episode, we'll be talking about a full preview of the 2024 Stanley Cup Finals.
A cool new game we're going to introduce, kind of our Jeopardy NBA trivia that will be just for the NBA Finals, championships, MVPs, locations, series winners, matchups, all that kind of stuff.
Some random news in the sports world.
And we will finish the show off with, obviously, washed up wagers. Where, Pat, you suck. We will recap Tuesday's slate and take our picks for this weekend.
Oh, God forbid I lost a fucking round,
hey,
okay?
I gotta say what I gotta say.
You gotta say it.
It's the only chance I get.
Let's get right into it, boys. About fucking time. It feels like it's been, what, 2 and a
months?
half, 3 weeks since we've last seen our fucking beloved Celtics play tonight?
Yeah.
8:30 tip-off in the fucking Garden. You know it's going to be an absolute zoo in there.
In the what? In the Garden.
In the Garden.
Hell yeah.
In the fucking Garden. You forget. We're 50 minutes north of Boston here. We don't got the Boston accent going. But yeah, so Celtics are the 1 seed in the East and the overall. That means they have home court advantage, however long this takes. That means they'll have 4 games at home. Dallas will have 3. The Celtics finished with the best record in the NBA with a 64-18 record. Pretty damn good, I'd say. They beat the Miami Heat in 5 in round 1. They beat the Cleveland Cavaliers in 5 in round 2. And then, as some of you may see, our boy Lou got the broom out a couple episodes ago and swept the Indiana Pacers off the fucking court.
Swept those fucks.
They are now 76-20 in the NBA, including the playoffs, excuse me. Jason Tatum was named NBA first team, averaging 26 points, 10 rebounds, and 6 assists this first season. 2 all-defensive guys being Drew Holiday and Derek White. 3 20-plus points per game scorers in Tatum, Jaylen Brown, and our fucking big boy from Latvia, Kristaps Porzingis, is finally fucking back. Porzingis is scheduled to make his return tonight, being back after 5 weeks after that right calf strain in round 1.
Who are we going up against? The Dallas Mavericks. Number 5 seed out of the West, finishing with a 50-32 record. Beating you can say, star-studded Clippers the first round. The number 1 seed Thunder beat them in 6. And then MJ 2.0, I'm going to say that in quotes because we know what happened.
And Karl Anthony Towns.
That zesty motherfucker.
Yeah, they beat the T-Wolves in 5. Now they are 62-37, including in the playoffs. First team All-NBA player Luka Doncic, obviously averaging 34, 10, and 9 this season. Former NBA champion Kyrie Irving, he averaged 25 this season, 23 in the playoffs right now. And they did acquire P.J. Washington, Daniel Gafford at the trade deadline, who have been showing out in the playoffs. And they also have the all-rookie center, Derek Lively.
So if Luka actually wins, obviously I'm just saying if, hypothetical, if he wins, he can become the first player since Shaquille O'Neal in the 99-2000 season to lead the league in scoring and win an NBA championship.
Wow.
This season, the Celtics won both regular season matchups against the Mavs. Of the last 10 NBA champions, only 4 have won the regular season series.
That's not a good stat.
No, not at all. I don't like to hear that.
It's not a good stat I want to hear.
No.
Wearing all of our Celtics.
Yeah, exactly.
Honestly.
No bias.
In a Celtics New England room.
Yeah, right. Celtics won 119-110 on January 22nd and 138-110 on March 1st. Seems like the Mavs love to score 110. Tatum averaged 35.5 points and 9.5 rebounds. Jaylen Brown averaged 29.5 points, 5 boards. Luka averaged 35 points, 15 boards, 12 assists. That's fucking nuts. And Kyrie has been kind of shitty against them Celtics. He's averaged 21 this game.
I wonder fucking why. He disrespected fucking Lucky.
Yeah. Celtics have an NBA champion in Drew Holiday, which I feel like everybody's fucking forgetting about. He was with the Bucks when he won, and then obviously the Mavs have Kyrie Irving. Tatum, Brown, and White have all played in the finals before. Luka and the rest of the Mavs core are playing in their first finals. Both teams are seeking first NBA title in over a decade, second for Mavs, 18 for the Celtics.
18.
Yep. Both teams have had a week or more off going into tonight's game. Do you guys think the Celtics come away with this one, or do you guys think the Mavs steal game one on the road?
This one, I'm kind of in two minds here. I can see Celtics using the home crowd, using the experience of being in the finals, wanting that redemption tour to benefit them and winning this game comfortably by 12 to 15 points. Or I can see the Mavs just staying where they want, and then it comes down to Luka Kyrie time in the fourth, where Tatum doesn't show up or we're missing threes, and it could be a Mavs close win. But I picked the Celtics to win in 5, so I got to stay with my guts here. I think the Celtics can win this game maybe by double digits tonight, just really set a tone on the first game.
Yep.
I don't like that answer at all. I like your decision, but I don't like the answer. I mean, I feel like this year there's been a different aura going into the finals compared to two years ago. I feel like we're ready. We're healthy. We got Kristaps back. We're fully healthy now. I think we're going out for blood. Celtics all the way. Still Celtics in 5. But yeah, Celtics.
Yeah, I agree. So I said Celtics in 6. I think Celtics take game 1 kind of handily. Not handily out, but at least by 10. But then obviously game 2 is a different story. But speaking of game 1, I just think that they will have the firepower back and having Kristaps come back and just be ready to come out. And like I said to the boys earlier, I feel like this year has been the year where us Celtics fans have just been so much more hype than we were against the Warriors, because this team is just so much fucking better.
Well, I think with the Warriors, too, it was more of like, okay, we're kind of surprised we were there in an aspect. You know, like Milwaukee with a healthy Giannis and a healthy everything. Even the Sixers we had to take, I think it was to 7 games, right, in that year?
Yeah, because we went 6 or 7 and then Heat 7, too.
Yeah.
Yep.
So I think this year it was Celtics need to be there. They're the favorites to win it. I just think the Celtics' biggest thing is they can't panic.
Yep.
You know, Luka or Kyrie's making shots. We're down in the first quarter. Like, don't change the way we play. Like, don't start going into ISO basketball. Yep. Allow Kristaps to get his feet under him again, even if shots aren't going in. Like, use the crowd. Understand the atmosphere. This game is huge. We cannot lose game 1.
Yep.
Who has a big game tonight, guys? Bill?
Who has it?
Who has a big game for the C's?
I wanna say like Drew, but
I was going to say Kristaps.
But I feel like just Tatum's just going to come out and prove why he's him and why he's that dude that can lead us to that championship.
Who?
I was going to say Kristaps. I do like Tatum, but if anyone, it's Kristaps having a big game.
How many is he dropping?
20.
Pat?
I'm going. The bench players is going to be more of a limited role, but this goes along with what we'll be doing next, which is our game 1 player props, game props, total points, anything like that. I think Al Horford coming off the bench now, limited minutes, doesn't have to do as much. I think he knocks down a couple threes and could possibly have anywhere to 10 to 12 points tonight, which would be huge for us.
Okay.
Yeah. So speaking of game 1 with the player props and bets, what do you have, Pat?
I have Al Horford over 1.5 threes made tonight, which is a plus 124 on DraftKings Sportsbook.
Okay. Lou?
I have Celtics race to 10, which is a minus 135, but it's not on DraftKings, as I sadly found out.
What happened? Why is it not on DraftKings? What happened? What did you do?
I made a bet for race to 10 in the second quarter.
You know, the 1 and the 2 are 2 different
Well,
quarters.
it's not on DraftKings, but it's on FanDuel for a minus 135.
All right, Bill, how about you?
I took Tatum and Luka to have over 58.5 points in this game, being minus 125. So if you were to do $10, it will give you $18. We'll keep you up to date with how the series goes as it goes on.
Switching it up, not the only finals going on. The Stanley Cup Finals is here as well. The Florida Panthers and the Edmonton Oilers. The series will begin on Saturday, June 8th in Sunrise, Florida at 8 p.m. Obviously, we don't record over the weekends, so we'll be talking about it now as it's 2 days away. The Florida Panthers have won 52 games in the regular season and were the third best team in the Eastern Conference. But if you watch the Panthers all year, most people thought they were probably the strongest team in the East with the firepower they have and the goaltending. They beat the Tampa Bay Lightning in 5 games very comfortably. They beat the Boston Bruins in 6 games, and then they also beat the New York Rangers in 6 games. Second straight trip to the finals for the Florida Panthers, who lost to Vegas last year in 5. This is kind of like a Celtics type of situation where when the Celtics got there 2 years ago, people were kind of surprised by it. This is the same thing with the Florida Panthers. When they got there last year, they were an 8 seed. This year, much healthier, have the experience. They know what they need to do. Yep. Matthew Tkachuk leading the team in points with 19 in the playoffs. Carter Verhagen leading the team with 9 goals.
The Oilers won 49 games in the regular season and were the 5th best team in the West this year. They beat the Los Angeles Kings in 5. The Vancouver Canucks went all the way to 7, and the Dallas Stars in 6, who a lot of people thought the Stars were going to take that series.
That's where McDavid showed us why he's been calling him McJesus.
Yep, that is true. It's their first trip to the Stanley Cup Finals since 2006. They're seeking their first Cup win since 1990, and they're 6th overall. Also seeking first Cup win for a Canadian team since 1993. Connor McDavid, a finalist for the NHL MVP, the Hart Trophy. He's currently leading the entire NHL with 31 postseason points. Zach Hyman scored 50 goals in the regular season and is leading the postseason with a total of 14. Great backboard. What a backboard. The Oilers have 5 players in the top 7 for playoff points. That's kind of wild.
It's crazy.
I mean, they're in the Stanley Cup.
When your biggest question is the goaltender, you need to be able to make sure you can score.
Yeah. For sure. Panthers won both matchups this season, dating back to 2023. They won 5-1 and 5-3.
Let's say the Panthers like to score 5 goals.
Yeah.
You said that. You said that the Mavericks like to score 110.
Yeah. That you got me there. Panthers are the 6th team to ever lose in the finals, then make it back to the very next season. The last team to do it was the Penguins, who lost in 2008 and then won the Cup in 2009. Connor McDavid is seeking to become the first player to record 100 assists in a season and win a Cup. He would join Wayne Gretzky, who did it 4 times.
Bro, that's like a LeBron style when you see shit like that.
Yeah.
It's like everyone does it once and then he does it like 4 times.
Yeah. It's unreal.
That's why he's the great one.
The craziest thing about Wayne Gretzky's career is that if you took away all of his goals,
he'd still be like assists.
Points
leader.
That's just his assists.
Oilers head coach Chris Knobloch is trying to become the 8th coach to take over a team mid-season and win a Cup. The Oilers started the season 3-9-1, but became the best team in hockey after Knobloch took over.
One quick thing with that, too. There was a lot of conversation going on with Chris Knobloch because he was Connor McDavid's juniors coach for a while. And people were talking about how this is only a hire because Connor McDavid wants him as the coach. And obviously, it's worked out pretty well so far.
I did see that.
Chris Knobloch, former coach this year of the AHL's Hartford Wolfpack.
Really?
Wow.
And he's young, too.
Yes, he is.
Very young.
Chris Knobloch is 46-18-5 since taking over as the head coach.
Thank you.
Panthers coach Paul Maurice seeking his first Cup after losing last year and in 2002 in Carolina. Oilers goalie Stuart Skinner is coming off a great series against the Stars. 1.91 goals against average, 92% saved, and stopped 142 out of 154 shots on goal. Panthers captain Alexander Barkov is looking to become the first player born in Finland to captain his team to a Stanley Cup. Finland!
You okay, Patrick?
Finland!
Florida's all-time leader in games played, goals, assists, and points. Another big storyline this series is special teams. Florida has 60 power play opportunities already this postseason, the most of any team, and Edmonton is second with 51. Oilers have the best power play percentage at 37.3%, and the Panthers are sixth best with 23.3%.
37.3% is crazy.
Yeah.
I just feel like the Panthers score every single time they score. They're always on the power play.
Because they've had so many.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
60.
the more you get like they're almost 1 out of 4, where the Oilers are above 1 out of 3 every
Yeah.
time. So
That
it's,
Oilers power play line.
Oh.
It's
So Florida's had 60 power plays, and they played in 17 playoff games so far. That's 3.5 power plays a game.
that's crazy.
That's insane.
The Oilers are also the best penalty-killing team this postseason, killing it at 93.9% of penalties. The Panthers are second, killing 88.2%. A lot of X factors will be taking the ice this series. Give me one who can be potentially that one X factor that can help them.
Yeah, I mean, I think for me, he's kind of had for his ability to play hockey, he's had a fairly quiet postseason so far. Obviously, the hit on Marchand was Marchand in the second round was the topic of conversation. The illegal punch when Marchand was turned, but it's going to be Sam Bennett. They're going to want to take away Kachuk. They're going to want to take away Reinhart. They're going to want to take away Barkov. So they need somebody that's a center or a winger to be able to get points, get the puck on the net, and try and cause havoc. So I think Sam Bennett needs to have a really good series for them.
I'd probably flip that from you because I feel like the Panthers will try to take David out of the way, Draisaitl, Vander Kane. I feel like it's Zach Hyman, the backboard.
Yeah.
I feel like he's going to be an X factor.
Especially with the numbers he put up in the regular season.
Yep.
You got to hope he can continue that.
And mine, who Pat said was the worst goalie left in the playoffs, Stuart Skinner. Without him, they obviously wouldn't be here. I just said all of his goal stats. Dude, I just said his goalie stats, and they're pretty damn good. So I think he needs to keep playing how he is. Don't look at me like that. I read his stats, and you heard them. So
I'm well aware, but I'm not. If you could put a bunch of other goaltenders in for Edmonton, and they'd be all right.
But that's the thing. They don't. It's him. So that's why it's him.
Okay, Bill.
He is him.
Yes.
He is not him.
He'll show
You
why
are
he is
him, and he is me.
Who are you? You.
So let's get our predictions. Who's going to win the series and how many games, and who's going to win the Conn Smythe Trophy as playoff MVP?
I think Florida gets their first cup. They're going to be having a parade in Sunrise. I think this game goes 6. I think it's going to be a good game, but I think Florida, with the experience we talked about earlier, back-to-back cups, they have the mindset. They're a hard, tough team. Like we talked about, their penalty kill is really, really good. They get on the power play a lot, especially with a terrible goalie like Skinner. If they're on the power play a lot, they're going to be getting the pucks on goal. And then I think I have Mr. Bobrovsky, the Florida Panthers goaltender, as winning my Conn Smythe Trophy as the playoff MVP.
Lou?
Okay. We have a little saying here up in New England where it says, fuck Florida. And I have Oilers in 7. And my Conn Smythe Trophy winner, he will be embedded now as McJesus, would be Connor McDavid if they were to win it. So, Oilers in 7. What about you, Bill?
I'm with you with everything that you said, except I have Oilers in 6 and Connor McDavid winning MVP.
I think, is this the most clear cut if Edmonton wins the Stanley Cup Finals and wins the trophy that Connor McDavid's going to get the Conn Smythe? Like, this is the clearest cut. There's no question about it.
I want to say no, but yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it's not where you go to Flair Panthers. It could be Matthew Tkachuk. It could be Bobrovsky. It could be Reinhart. It could be Bob. But it's if the Edmonton Oilers win this, it's McDavid. There's no question about it.
Exactly.
I mean, he's leading the postseason in points as somebody.
No, I'm not quite, but that's like showing his dominance that he's had. Like
no,
it's
I'm
just
just backing you up.
Yeah.
But he also had a game winner against Dallas in the Western Conference Finals, and he had a goal and an assist in the decisive Game 6 win. So.
Well, you look at DraftKings, and it's his points. Everyone else's is like point, half a point, point and a half. His is always set at like 2.5, and like that's still like minus money. Like if you want good value on McDavid, you got to go up to like 3.5 points for a game.
Yeah,
which is just insane.
We're now going to switch back over to the NBA Finals, and where we have something special planned for you guys on today's episode. NBA Finals Jeopardy. Pat, Bobby, and I will be going head-to-head to see who... Well, head-to-head to see who knows the most about NBA Finals trivia. There will be 2 rounds with 5 categories of questions in each round and 5 questions per category. The second round is worth double in terms of points. There will be 1 daily double question in the first round and 2 in the second round, where you can wager up to however many points you have so far. If 0 or negative, you can wager 1,000. After that, there's the Final Jeopardy, which is 1 question where you can wager up to however many points you have accumulated throughout the game. Whoever has the most points at the end wins. Our producer Zach will be asking us the questions. Whoever dings in first gets the answer.
this is Jeopardy. Welcome to the game. This is NBA Finals edition of Jeopardy, first of its kind on our show. As we went over, we have 5 categories. These are your money amounts. We have matchups, champions, MVPs, geography, and records. A reminder, there is 1 daily double randomly assorted in this out of these 25 clues. Patrick, you won Washed Up Wagers for last month. You will get to decide.
We're not doing
which to go
standings for
first.
the month now?
Yeah, that's
Are you kidding me?
It's racist.
That's bullshit.
We'll do geography for 200.
Geography for 200.
Ding, ding,
All
ding,
right.
ding, ding.
Here is your clue. 2 of the last 3 NBA Finals MVPs hailed from this continent.
What is Europe?
That is correct. 200 points for Pat.
Fuck.
Wait, I thought he had a chance to answer.
No.
We could have stolen that?
Yeah, we all
If he
racist.
gets it wrong, you guys can all ding in.
Yeah.
It's whoever dings it
Whoever
in
dings
first.
it first, he just chooses the category. All right, Pat, you won
Put it
that.
on the
Next.
floor, bro.
We'll go with champions for 600.
Yeah, anybody can answer. Okay. Whoever dings in first, that's why you have the bells. Champions for 600. This franchise, besides the Celtics and Lakers, has the next most titles with 7. I think Bill had that
Okay.
first.
I was going to say, who was I going to say? Who is the Miami Heat?
Incorrect. That's minus 600 for Bill. Pat?
Who is the San Antonio Spurs?
Ah,
Incorrect. That's minus 600 for Pat.
What?
Anything? 3, 2.
I don't want to answer, no. I have
Okay.
no idea.
Nobody will get that one. The answer was the Philadelphia/Golden State Warriors.
Oh, fuck, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I was
With
going to say it,
Irving
but then I
and-
thought of
and
only
Wilt.
recently.
Yeah.
Pat, back to you. Your decision.
Okay, we'll go matchups for 4.
Matchups for 400. Here is your clue. The Cavaliers and the Warriors were the last 2 teams to go to 7 games in the NBA Finals in this year. Lewis.
2015.
Incorrect. Minus 400 for Lewis.
216.
2016 is correct. So that is plus 400 for Bobby.
So I'm at -2.
So you're at minus 200, Lewis minus 400, and Pat minus 400.
Yeah.
Lewis, you got that right. Your pick.
Bobby got that.
I'm sorry, Bobby.
Whoa.
Sorry.
Give me records for 8, please.
Records for 800. Your clue. This Hall of Famer had the most points per game in an NBA Finals series with 41 points per game. This Hall of Famer had the most points per game in an NBA Finals series with 41 points per game. 5. Bobby?
Who is Isaiah Thomas?
That is incorrect. Minus 800 for Bobby.
Going older?
You can't do that.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
What do you have? Negative.
My bet was-
Michael Jordan.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, fuck.
I was going to say Oscar Roberts.
Bobby, your pick.
I was going way out of the box. So I wasn't thinking MJ at all. Let me go records for 1,000, please.
Records for 1,000. Okay. This Lakers all-time great recorded the most points in a single game in finals history with 61 in 1962. Lewis.
No!
Shaquille O'Neal did not play in 1962.
No, it's not thinking.
Okay, Bobby.
Elgin Baylor?
Elgin Baylor is correct. Plus
I didn't
1,000 for
fucking-
Bobby.
Damn.
So minus 1,000 for Lewis. Lewis is in the gutter right now. Okay, Bobby, your pick again.
Can I get records for 6, please?
Records for 6. Here is your clue. This player has the 3 highest assist performances in the NBA Finals with 19, 20, and 21.
You've been to 3 of them.
This player has the 3 highest assist performances in the NBA Finals with 19, 20, and 21. So not exactly true. Those are single game numbers.
But he's in the finals, so he's been to 3 finals as well.
No,
Could just be one finals, 3 different games.
Oh, fuck. Steve Nash.
Incorrect.
Wow. That was one name I was not thinking. I have 2 names in my head right now.
Go for it, Bobby.
Who is Magic Johnson?
Magic Johnson is correct.
Thank God. I was going to say John Stockton.
Plus 600 for
I
Bobby.
was thinking Jerry West, too.
That's what I thought.
All right, Bobby, your pick again. Dominating the game right now.
Records for 4?
Records for
I
400.
know my records.
I guess so.
Your clue is, before Steph Curry, what player previously held the record for most threes in a single finals game with 8? Lewis.
Ray Allen.
Ray Allen is correct. Plus 400 for Lewis. He's back to minus 1,000. Pat, minus 1,000 as well.
I'm at 600.
Bobby is at 600. That's correct.
I'm keeping
Lewis, your pick.
MVPs 400.
MVPs for 400. Here is your clue. This all-time great did not win his first NBA Finals MVP until his 4th championship win in 2009. Bobby.
2009 was...
Oh, that fucked me up.
Yeah.
That last one fucked me up.
Dude, I thought I had it.
5 seconds.
You said he won in 2009? So that's got
This all-time great did not win his first Finals MVP until his 4th championship win in 2009. Kobe Bryant is correct.
Why did that fuck you up?
Because he said...
I thought Curry.
Yeah, I thought Curry
I
as
really
well.
thought Curry.
2009?
No,
No,
he
but
said
before
2009.
2009, yeah.
Okay.
This all-time great did not win his first NBA Finals MVP until his 4th championship win.
And then that's when and then we clicked it, and then it was 2009.
Bobby, your pick.
Back to records, please. Last one.
Closing out the category records for 200, here's your clue. This player, in the 1993 Finals, recorded 55 points for his famous double nickel game. Bobby.
Jordan.
Michael Jordan is correct, plus 200.
Boy, Bobby's just running away with this.
Bobby and I were the only guys that played 2K11, I guess.
Yeah.
Challenges. All right, Bobby, next.
MVPs for 1,000.
MVPs for 1,000. Here is the clue. This player became the first to win an NBA Finals MVP despite not starting every game in the series. Bobby.
Andre Iguodala.
Andre Iguodala is correct.
I want Iguodala.
Meteor pointed at Earth? Give me Iguodala.
All right, so Bobby is now at plus 2,200.
Give me champions for 1,000, please.
Champions for 1,000. Here is your clue. This amount of NBA teams has never won the NBA Finals. Bobby.
4.
Incorrect. That's minus 1,000.
It's going to be huge here.
Don't have to.
No! I know how many there is. Fuck.
Lewis.
6.
6 is incorrect.
Fucker!
Pat? You all set?
Yeah, I'm gonna...
The answer is 10.
Oh, that's not what I was thinking.
The answer is 10.
I started counting teams in my
I
head.
thought it was
I counted
6 or 7. Damn.
There you go. Brooklyn Nets, Charlotte Hornets, Indiana Pacers, Clippers, Memphis Grizzlies, Minnesota Timberwolves, New Orleans Pelicans, Orlando Magic, Phoenix Suns, and Utah Jazz.
What am
There
I
you
now? What am I now? Minus 14?
Lewis, you are minus 2,000.
Oh, okay.
Plus 1,200.
And that was champions
For 1,000. So nobody got it. Bill, you're up.
Bobby,
MVP for 8.
MVP for 800. This NBA player was the first winner of the NBA Finals MVP despite being on a losing team. Bobby.
Jerry West.
Jerry West is correct.
I've never known that one.
Bobby?
MVP for 6.
Never know.
MVP for 600.
This is just the Bobby show.
This late great won NBA Finals MVP and the only title for the Portland Trailblazers in 1977. Pat.
Bill Walton.
Bill Walton is correct.
R.I.P.
Yeah.
R.I.P. Pat, you're minus 400. Your pick now.
We'll go geography for 6.
Geography for 600. Here's your clue. This player, born in the U.S. Virgin Islands, won 5 rings. Excuse me.
Tim Duncan.
Tim Duncan is correct.
Yeah.
That is plus 600 for Bobby. And your
I
pick
love how you're
again.
writing it down.
Yeah, I know. Even though he told me not to, I just like to know on
Your
my
pick
own
again.
head. Can I go with champions for 8?
You sure can. Champions for 8. This NBA franchise has the most titles in the 21st century with 6.
San Antonio Spurs.
Incorrect.
21st.
Pat.
The Lakers.
LA Lakers is
Yeah.
correct. Pat, you are back above water with plus 400. $400. Your pick now.
We'll go geography for 1,000.
Geography for 1,000. This Nigerian-born player won NBA Finals MVP in 1993 to become the first international player to win the award. Bobby.
Hakeem Olajuwon.
Hakeem Olajuwon is correct.
Yeah. I was trying to think if the fucking Houston Rockets won one, but they did.
Okay, your pick now, Bobby.
Matchups for 1,000.
Matchups, 1,000. Here's your clue. This is actually a daily double, Bobby.
Oh.
A daily.
So is this just me or is this everybody?
This is just you now.
You can
you can wager.
I'll wager it all. 3,600.
So you're wagering your 3,600 on this daily double.
Yeah.
Isn't he the only one that can answer
He's
it?
the only one that can answer this one, and nobody else can answer after. This franchise won its first NBA title in 1955 as the Syracuse Nationals.
Oh, what team was that?
10 seconds.
Dun, 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 dun.
5. Anything?
Washington Wizards.
Incorrect. I'm sorry. It's the Philadelphia 76ers.
Fuck!
Bobby, you're back down to 0, but you
That's
have
fine.
control of the board.
I'm
It's
not-
your
I
pick.
don't care. Geography for 8.
Minus
Geography.
2,400.
That's why I said I don't care. Cat's
Geography
barely treading
for
water.
800. This player from South America is one of just 2 players ever to win an NBA title, a EuroLeague title, and an Olympic gold medal. Pat.
Manu Ginobili.
Manu Ginobili
Oh,
is
I-
correct.
I was thinking-
From
I was thinking.
Argentina.
I was thinking.
But I was
Pau
like, I was
Gasol.
thinking Spain.
Pau
and then I'm
Gasol
like,
is in
no.
South America.
No, I know.
Stick
That's
it.
why I stopped talking. That's why I
Let's
didn't say it.
clear the board. Geography for 4.
Geography, 400. Here's your clue. This German player led his team to its first NBA title and won MVP in 2011.
Dirk Nowitzki.
Dirk is correct. Sorry, Lou.
I just wasn't even paying
Fucking
attention.
tell me about, dude.
Your pick now.
MVPs for 2.
Closing out the MVPs category in round 1. This player has won the most NBA Finals MVP awards with 6. Lewis.
Jordan.
Michael
Jordan.
Jordan.
Jordan, sorry.
Michael Jordan is correct. Yeah, you haven't been doing that.
No, no one's been doing that.
I think we did the first couple of
Yeah.
answers.
I'll get back on that. Your pick now, Will.
Let's go matchups, 800.
Matchups for 800. Prior to the Bucks' championship win in 2021, their only other title came in this year with star players Lou Alcindor and Oscar Robertson. Bobby.
73. What is 1973?
Incorrect.
God, I'm not fucking guessing them.
I know.
I feel like it's like 1968 or something like that.
Anybody?
No.
Nope. What is
74.
1971?
Oh, it's close. I knew it was in the early 70s.
Pat?
Champions for 4.
Champions for 400. This team won the NBA title in 1995 between the two Bulls three-peats as the lowest seed to ever win it at number 6.
Before the Miami. You said 95.
Miami
Between
didn't win as a number 8 seed. Or whatever
Pause.
seed they were.
Pause. You're right.
in between the Bulls run.
5 seconds.
The Portland Trailblazers?
No.
Who are the Portland Trailblazers?
Who are the Portland Trailblazers?
No, not correct.
What is the Detroit Pistons?
Portland?
No.
Not correct.
They won in 89.
Oh.
You said 95?
Yeah, in between the three-peats.
It's not ringing again, but
Bobby?
is it Houston?
Houston Rockets is correct.
I was gonna say I thought the Rockets won back to back.
I don't know.
Okay, Bobby, your pick.
All right, I'm at minus 400 right now, so let me go matches for 6.
Matchups for 6. These two teams matched up in the 2011 NBA Finals. Bobby.
Dallas Mavericks and the Miami Heat. You said 2011?
What is?
Oh, what is 2000 or what is the Dallas or who is the Dallas Mavericks and the Miami Heat?
That's correct. Thank you. All right, Bobby, 2 more. Your pick.
Champions 2.
Champions for 200. This team was the last team from the Eastern Conference to win an NBA championship. Bobby.
Toronto. Who is the Toronto Raptors?
Not correct. Incorrect.
Who is... Oh.
Pat.
Who is the Milwaukee Bucks?
Oh my
Milwaukee
god, I
Bucks
forgot
is
about them. Wow, I forgot they won.
And Pat, you'll close it out for 200. We have these two teams have played each other the most times out of any matchup in finals history. Bobby.
Who is the Celtics and Lakers?
Pat read it before you, but yes, that's correct.
I knew that.
I knew you knew it. Yeah.
Okay, that concludes round 1. We'll get you the point totals in a second here. Okay, so we are moving on to round 2 of NBA Finals Jeopardy. Lewis trails with minus $3,000. Bobby in second place with $1,200, and Pat leading the pack with $1,400. Reminder: points or money doubles for this round, and there are 2 daily doubles mixed in with these clues. Lewis, you are trailing. You have control of the board to start round 2.
Let's go. Give me MVPs, 1,200.
MVPs for 1,200. This player became the oldest to ever win Finals MVP at age 38 in 1985.
1985.
3, 2, 1.
Dennis Johnson.
Answer is Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
Thank God I didn't do it. I was going to go
With the
Dennis
Bucks?
Johnson. No, with the
Lakers.
Lakers.
With the Lakers.
I
Well,
thought
wasn't he on the
Celtics
Bucks to
won.
start,
Okay,
and he went to the
answer.
Lakers?
We'll go Lewis, next pick.
Champions, 800.
Champions 800. Here's your clue. This team won 8 straight championships from 1959 to 1966. I think that was Lewis.
Boston. Who is the Boston Celtics?
That is correct, Lewis. Starting in
Going up.
for this round.
Going up.
2,200. Your pick again.
Let's stay hot. Champions, 1,200.
Champions 1,200. Here's your clue. This clutch performer won 7 titles with 3 different teams in the 90s and 2000s.
7 titles with 3 different teams.
This clutch performer won 7 titles with 3 different teams in the 90s.
It's not working.
Bobby.
Robert Horry.
Robert Horry is correct.
I never gotten that.
And
Why is Lou's app
you need
having
to
no problem?
ask it
And
as a
it's just
question next time, Bill.
Because it's not being used
your
so
pick.
much. I don't have to.
If I ever don't answer, just restate your answer in the question form.
Sorry. Can I get MVP for 1,600?
1,600.
Here is your clue. Aside from LeBron, this active player became the second player to win NBA Finals MVP in both conferences. Pat.
Kawhi Leonard.
Kawhi Leonard is correct.
Who is Kawhi?
Who is
Good.
Kawhi Leonard?
Oh yeah, fuck. My bad. I gotta lock in on that.
That's
All
my
right,
We
Pat,
just don't say.
you're at 3,000 now.
Geography for 8.
Geography for 800. Here's your clue. This Australian guard, known for his defense, won a title with the Cleveland Cavaliers in 2016. Pat.
Matthew Dellavedova.
Matthew Dellavedova is correct, and you forgot to ask it as a question
Fuck,
again.
dude. I'm struggling with that.
So that should mean he doesn't get it.
Yeah, next one you're not getting.
Okay.
Pat,
Well, then just do it. Just don't answer it, and then we'll
My
just.
bad, I was
yeah.
lacking.
Yeah. It's okay. Because I'm trying. I forget.
Your pick.
We'll stay in geography for 1200.
I almost
Geography.
went Patty Mills.
1200.
As soon as you said championship with the
This
Cleveland
player became the
Cavaliers.
first from France to win a Finals MVP award, doing so in 2007.
What is Tony Parker?
Tony Parker is correct.
What?
It's who is.
It's either one.
What is? Whatever.
It's
It's
either
in
one.
the form
Why
of
is
a
it
question.
It's
Pat?
a person.
Tony Parker is correct. Your pick.
What is 1600 geography?
What is 1600 geography?
Born in this country, Steve Kerr is one of 2 foreign-born players to win 5 rings. Born in this country, Steve Kerr is one of 2 foreign-born players to win 5 rings. 5 seconds.
I'm gonna be straight honest. I thought he was from here.
Well, he played for the United States, but he was probably, I think he was born overseas on like a military base.
3, 2, 1. Lebanon. Steve Kerr was born in Lebanon.
What
Okay,
is?
Pat,
I
still
almost
your
said Canada.
pick.
We'll do records for 800.
Back to my category.
Records for 800. Here is your clue. In the 2009 finals, this player set a record for most blocks ever in a finals game with 9. Bobby.
No, that was Lewis. Lewis definitely got that before me.
Was it?
Yeah, for
Okay.
sure.
Who was Dwight Howard?
Dwight Howard is correct. Thanks for the honesty on that one,
You're
Bobby.
welcome.
2009. That's what the Lakers play the Magic. I was thinking Andrew Bynum.
No.
So I
All right, Lou, your pick. You're at minus 1400, coming back slowly but surely.
All right, let's go champion 1600.
Champions for 1600. This franchise is the only team undefeated in the finals with more than 1 trip. This franchise is the only team that is undefeated in the finals with more than 1 trip. Lewis.
Who are the Chicago Bulls?
Chicago
I was
Bulls
going to say that too. but I was
is
like, I don't know
correct.
if they
Wow.
would.
Lewis is back above water. He is at $200 right now.
Let's go, Bop.
Let's go.
All right, Lou, your pick again.
MVP's 2000.
MVP.
Oh, he's getting greedy now. He's getting greedy now.
Answer there. Daily double.
Oh, no. Can only wage 200.
So,
No,
Lewis,
wager
you are
that.
at $200. You
Let's
can wager.
wager it all, baby.
Wager
So
1,000.
you can wager up to 1,000 since you're only at 200.
Oh, 1,000 then.
He's
Okay,
wagering 1,000.
let's do it.
Here's your clue. This player won Finals MVP in 1981 with the Celtics to become the lone winner before 2000 to not be a Hall of Famer.
Did I already say his name today?
This player won the Finals MVP in 1981 with the Celtics to become the lone winner before 2000 to not be a Hall of Famer. 10 seconds.
It's just
You don't have to ding, it's just you.
Oh. Who was Robert Parrish?
Robert Parrish is incorrect.
He's a Hall of Famer.
You're back down to minus $800.
Damn it!
The answer is Cedric Maxwell. Won the 1981
Oh
Finals
my
MVP.
God.
Not a Hall of Famer.
I said Dennis Johnson. That's what I was thinking.
All right, Lou. You're in charge. You get to pick what next.
Champions 2000.
Champions for 2000. Let's see if we can get you back some money here. Answer there. Daily
Oh,
double.
God. Another 1,000
You're
wager.
at minus 800. You can wager up to 1,000. 1,000. He's wagering 1,000. Keep in mind, if you're in the negatives ahead of Final Jeopardy, you don't get to compete in Final Jeopardy.
Oh, that's so messed
Minus
up.
1,000 because you have nothing to wager. So so he's wagering 1,000. He's at minus 800. Here's your clue: the only team to have made 3 championships but not won one yet. This franchise last made it to the finals 3 years ago.
Who are the Phoenix Suns?
That is correct. A big pull. He's back up. He's back up to.
I was thinking.
I know. I was like, Lou, we talk
I know
about this all
this.
the time.
I know this.
He's back up to $200.
Because I think they went with Barkley once, and then I think didn't they go with Steve Nash?
No more daily
Yeah.
doubles.
Yeah.
Lewis, your pick again.
MVP's 800.
MVPs for 800.
Only
Here
the
is
matchups, too.
your clue.
I don't think it is.
This 1978 Finals MVP for the Washington Bullets won the award with the lowest scoring average for a Finals MVP with 9 points per game.
Excuse me?
For the Bullets, huh?
I know. I feel like I know it, but I'm not going to say it.
Then you don't know it that
Yeah,
confidently.
I'm not. I never said I was confident. I said I think I know it.
5,
I'm good.
4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, that's time. The answer is Wes Unseld.
Fucking knew it.
Yeah, you did. I didn't even.
How was that $800?
Lewis, your pick.
I don't even know who that fucking guy
Matchup
is.
1200.
2K baby.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Matchups
Okay.
for $1,200. Here's your clue. The only championship for the OKC Thunder came in 1979 under this team name. Bobby.
Seattle Supersonics. Who is the Seattle Supersonics?
That is correct.
Yeah, that one I know.
$1,200 for Bobby moves you up to $3,600. Pat has $5,000. Lewis has $200. Bobby, your pick.
Records 2000, please.
Records for 2,000. You got it. This New York Knicks guard went 0 for 11 from three-point range during Game 7 of the 94 NBA Finals against the Rockets, greatly contributing to a Knicks loss. Bobby.
Who is John Starks?
John Starks is correct. A huge answer for Bobby. Bobby, your pick again.
Records for 1600.
Good catch, Bobby. Records for 1,600.
That's my category.
Here's your clue. In the 1998 Finals, this team set an NBA Finals record for fewest points scored in a Finals game with 54. Bobby.
Who is the Utah Jazz?
The Utah Jazz is correct.
Oh, God.
Another 1,600 for Bill. Your pick again, Bobby.
Records 1200.
Records for 1,200.
Fucking A.
The most rebounds in a single game in the NBA Finals was 40, recorded by this player twice, once in 1960 and once in 1962.
Wilt,
Pat.
who is Wilt Chamberlain?
Incorrect, I'm sorry.
Who was
Lewis.
Bill Russell?
Bill Russell is correct.
Fuck.
Minus 1,200 for Pat takes him down to 3,800.
Oh,
Plus 1,200 for Lou brings him up to 1,400.
fuck.
Okay, Lewis.
Matchups 8.
Matchups for 800. I thought you didn't like matchups.
Gotta get them all.
These two teams faced off in four straight finals from 2015 to 2018. Lewis.
Who are the Miami Heat and... No. Fuck.
You already started it!
Damn it.
Bobby.
Oh,
who
come
is the
on.
Golden State
I
Warriors
fucked
and
up.
Cleveland Cavaliers?
That is
Oh, I
correct.
fucked up.
Oh, Lewis!
Oh.
That one was a gimme.
I got 2 more.
Bobby. No, you got the question
You got
right.
it.
Oh,
You
yeah,
got
that's
that right.
right.
Cavs Warriors.
Can I finish records, please?
Closing out records for 400. Here's your clue. This active player holds the record for most triple-doubles in the finals with 11. Bobby.
Who is LeBron James?
LeBron James is correct. Bobby, your pick again.
That seemed too easy.
Can I
Too good to be
get geography for 2?
Geography for 2,000. Here's your clue. This Australian-born player was removed from the Warriors lineup as they trailed 2-1 in the 2015 finals to the Cavaliers. Patrick.
Who is Andrew Bogut?
Andrew Bogut is correct for $2,000. Pat's up to 5,800.
Let's finish geography for 4.
Finishing geography for 400. This Spanish-born player won back-to-back titles with Kobe and the Lakers in 09-10. I think that was Pat.
Who is Paul Gasol?
Pau Gasol is correct. I don't know if I heard it right, but Pau Gasol is correct for 400. You are at 6,200 now. You have control of the board again.
Matchups for 16.
Matchups for 1,600. The Knicks last won an NBA championship in 1973 against this notable NBA franchise. Bobby.
Who is the Los Angeles Lakers?
The Los Angeles Lakers is correct for plus $1,600.
Matchups for 2.
Matchups for 2,000. Here's your clue. This team won the first 2 NBA championships over the Chicago Stags and the Baltimore Bullets in the 1947 and 1948 seasons. Who won the first 2 NBA championships? 5 seconds.
Is a 2,000 question.
Time. The answer, Philadelphia Warriors. Bobby.
MVP 4.
MVP for 400. Here is your clue. This rookie became the youngest ever Finals MVP at age 20. Wow. That was a gimme. 5 seconds. 3. Pat.
Who is Tim Duncan?
Tim Duncan, incorrect.
That was a good-
Lewis, Bobby, anything?
How old?
20.
No.
Answer Magic Johnson.
Oh.
Magic Johnson. When he
Fuck.
had to step into
Yeah.
center when
Yeah.
Kareem went down and had to,
Oh, fuck.
Bobby.
2 champions.
400 champions.
That's what I meant.
Champions for 400. Here's your clue. This Hall of Famer holds the most titles for a single player with 11. Pat.
Who is Bill Russell?
Bill Russell is correct.
Wasn't gonna win that.
Screwed. He's
I
got
saw
he's
you
got
both
he's got the
already.
good freaking bell.
Not my problem. And to close out the category, close out round 2 matchups for 400. Here is your clue. This largely controversial NBA title was won by the Lakers in 2020 against this team. Pat.
Who is the Miami Heat?
The Miami Heat is correct. That'll do it for round 2.
No, it is. I just have
Pat's-
to figure over it.
Pat is at 6,600. Bobby is at 10,000, and Lewis is at $600. You guys can all
We made it.
enter
Participate.
Final Jeopardy. The category is duos in the NBA Finals. Make your wagers,
I have it.
and I'll get your question. I got to read the question, but I'm giving you the category. You make your wagers, and then I'll read the question after you've all made your wagers. Final Jeopardy is here. Reminder, Bobby in first place with 10,000, Pat in second place with 6,600, and Lewis in third place with 600. Everybody participating in Final Jeopardy. They've all made their wagers. Here is the clue for Final Jeopardy. The category is NBA Finals duos. Right? That's what I gave you?
Yeah.
Okay. Here is your question. This year's finals is the 4th ever to feature opposing duos who combine to score 50-plus points per game in the playoffs entering the finals. That would be Tatum and Brown of the Celtics, Kyrie and Luka of the Mavs. It last happened in 1992 when Michael Jordan and Scottie Pippen led the Bulls to their first title against the Portland Trail Blazers, led in scoring by these 2 players. 30 seconds. Good luck.
You already got yours? You done?
No, I have one. I can't.
I got one right now, too.
We all have the same one. I already
Yeah, we definitely do.
Fuck. I'm trying to think back of like the all-time Portland Trailblazers team, dude.
I don't even know if this guy played for him.
Okay, I'm good.
All right. We go to Lewis first.
Why?
He is in last place entering Final Jeopardy. Lewis, who did you come up with?
Clyde Drexler and Robert Horry.
Who is Clyde Drexler and Robert Horry?
Oh yeah, I forgot
You
about
got
that.
one of the 2. That is incorrect. How much did he wager? $600. Takes him down to 0. Pat, second place with $6,600. Who did you write down?
I wrote down Clyde Drexler as well. Did not put down a second one.
Clyde Drexler and blank. He got one right. Unfortunately, we can't give him credit.
No, so
How much did you wager?
in all? 66.
He wagered $6,600, bringing him down to 0. We go to Bobby Hanscom, currently in first place with $10,000.
How much you wager?
Who is Arvydas Sabonis and Clyde
Good
Drexler?
guess. Who is Arvydas Sabonis and Clyde Drexler? Unfortunately, that is not correct. The answer we were looking for was Clyde Drexler and Terry Porter of the
Fuck.
Portland Trail Blazers in 1992.
That was a good
How much
question.
did you wager?
2,700.
He wagered
You
$2,700.
would be the one.
Bringing him down
such
to
a-
$7,300. Our 2024 NBA Finals Jeopardy champion, Bobby Hanscom.
Thank you.
Hey, congratulations.
Congratulations, boss.
Psych! Snail.
Wow. Walking away with $7,300, Bill. How do you feel?
I wish it was real money.
All right. Random news.
All right. Well, we just finished up with our NBA Finals trivia. Let's finish off with some random news here. Starting it off, the best player in the league, most explosive player in the league, Mr. Christian McCaffrey, just signed a 2-year extension worth $38 million will now make $62 million in the next 4 years. Keeps him the highest paid running back in the league. Well deserved. Cameron Sutton was in the news over the offseason for domestic violence issues, was on the runaway, formerly of the Detroit Lions. Has now been picked up or re-signed by the Pittsburgh Steelers for a veteran minimum of $1 million. Spent the first 6 years of his career with the Steelers before just the one season with the Detroit Lions last year. Steelers picked him right back up. Wow, I didn't know this. Sterling Shepard has agreed a 1-year deal with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, reunites with his former Oklahoma quarterback, Baker Mayfield. He had 11 touchdowns from Baker in his senior season in 2015. Hopefully, he can stay healthy because that's been his Achilles heel. No pun intended. Super Bowl 58 champion Nicole Hardman is returning to Kansas City, where he caught the game-winning touchdown pass in last year's Super Bowl on a 1-year contract after the terrible first 8 weeks with the New York Jets. Still no timetable set for Nick Chubb on when he's going to return after that gruesome knee injury we all saw. I think it was on a Thursday night game, if I remember correctly.
Monday, one of the two.
It was a primetime game, and we all thought his career was over.
You still drafting him in fantasy?
Yeah, I had him this year. No, I mean I might. He's late.
Anyways, somehow he only escaped out of there with repair to his meniscus, MCL, and ACL. We thought it could be way worse, but it does seem like he might be ready for the start of the season or at least be able to play. Brandon Ayuk is another one of our star-studded wide receivers who has not or will not return to mandatory minicamp after he wants a new deal, joining the likes of Jamar Chase. And earlier today, CeeDee Lamb reported that he will not return to mandatory minicamp until he gets a new deal done. Each player will be fined $1,000 for missing $100,000 for missing minicamp. Roger Goodell famously talked about it on the Pat McAfee show during the NFL draft, where he wants to get rid of the preseason or minimize it to 2 games and add on an 18th day. League recently moved from 16 to 17 in 2021. Players don't like it, but the fans do. It's more money for the NFL. That'll be a big conversation coming up in the next NFLPA agreement between the players and the owners.
I don't like it.
18 games?
I don't like it.
Hey, I'll take it every week.
A lot of the real reason was because that following week is that Monday is President's Day, which is already a national holiday. You have the Super Bowl on that Sunday. Majority of people will then have that Monday off.
I'm with it.
So that's one of the big reasons they're trying to push it.
That's fair.
In other news, we might have the best jerseys of the NFL season already. The Minnesota Vikings released their Winter Warrior uniforms, which is an all-white with the purple trim. The background was cool. It was almost like Game of Thrones kind of vibes, and especially works perfectly in Minnesota. Very cold climate. The winter is freezing cold.
Those helmets were fire.
I think they hit that one right on the head.
First white helmet in franchise history.
Wow. Also in football, we have the schedule for the 2024 college football playoffs. The playoffs, as we know, are expanding from 4 teams to 12 teams this coming season. First round will be on December 20th and December 21st. Quarterfinals, December 31st, January 1st. New Year's Six Bowls, obviously, is what those are going to be. Probably like the Tostitos, Peach Bowl, Alamo, whatever you want. Rose Bowl, Cotton Bowl, all that kind of stuff. Semifinals will be set for January 9th and 10th. Then the national championship on January 20th. You know, which is surprising, TNT is now involved in the college football playoff world.
Really?
And the NBA also did just sign a $76 billion deal between NBC, ESPN, and Amazon to broadcast their games.
Right.
R.I.P. to Chuck, Kenny, Shaq, and Ernie. Let's get them on NBC, please, huh? I know.
The 5 highest ranking teams from the conference will automatically get bids, and the next 7 highest ranked teams will then be filtered in throughout. And isn't there where it's one non-power? That's part of the non-power 5 team
Well,
gets
so
in.
it's the 5 highest conference champions.
But there's only 4 conferences now.
Right.
So then, like a Tulane or a JMU or Liberty or something like
that. So it's the
that.
5 highest ranked conference champions.
Okay.
So
Okay.
Big 12, SEC,
ACC,
and
Big Ten, yeah.
And then it'll be the American or
Sun Belt or right. Okay.
yeah.
Yep.
And then the next 7 teams after that.
Yeah.
In terms of rankings.
And number 5 will be a Notre Dame. because they're not in a
Yeah,
they're not in a
that's right.
conference.
You're right about
They can
that.
go. They can go undefeated.
They'll just choke anyways.
They have such an easy schedule. They have the highest percentage to go undefeated this
All right,
year.
Bobby.
Back to basketball. The Los Angeles Lakers are prepared to make a massive offer to acquire current UConn head coach and two-time national champion Dan Hurley. Deal is said to be huge and very long-term. Sides have had preliminary contact with discussions to escalate in the coming days. Lakers have also interviewed other candidates, but Hurley has been at the forefront of their coaching search.
Keep going.
JJ Redick, Celtics assistant coach Sam Cassell, Pelicans assistant James Borrego are some other candidates to name. Hurley told his UConn players Thursday that he is listening to their offer. Ex-NBA and Celtic player Delonte West has been arrested on 2 misdemeanor charges. He is in jail in Virginia, violated conditions of his previous release, and resisted arrest. Police found him unresponsive after losing him during a chase.
I feel like he's been arrested like
So many
4 or
times.
5 times in the last year. I remember that one picture that went viral of him just like walking on like the sidewalk as like a homeless guy. And people were like, "Is this fucking Delonte West right now?"
That's insane.
Remember the whole story where he was banging his LeBron's mom or something like that? That's one way to leave your impression on the league for
right.
sure.
They had to use Narcan on to treat an overdose. 2 men have been charged in betting scheme involving now banned player Jonte Porter. 4 men have now been charged in the scandal federal wire fraud case about wagers made when Porter told them he was going to pretend to be hurt and exit those games. One of the men won $1.3 million on an $80,000 bet.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Christ.
The Celtics and Mavs have released their uniform schedule for the first 4 games of the NBA Finals. The Celtics will wear their all-white association editions for games 1, 3, and 4. Will wear the all-black statement editions for game 2. The Mavs will wear the city edition blacks for game 1, 6, and 7. Will wear a white association edition for games 2 and 5, and will wear the navy statement editions for games 3 and 4.
So all we got to worry about is that the Celtics are wearing white for 3 games, black for 1, and that's
Pretty much it for now.
all we need to know about.
Yep.
Because it's only going 4.
NBA officials have been announced for the series as well. God, I hate this, but the referees are Scott Foster, fuck. Tony Brothers, fuck. Mark Davis, fuck. James Capers, fuck. Zach Zarba, fuck.
Well, I'm just seeing one Tatum clap.
Yeah.
Luka will be chirping the entire time.
Yeah.
Nothing. Tatum sneezes the wrong way. Technical foul.
Yeah.
Game assignments are announced the morning of each game. Game 1 officials are Zach Zarba, Josh Tiven, and Courtney Kirkland.
Former Dodgers employee and translator for Shohei Ohtani, Ippy Mizuhara, pled guilty earlier this week, facing 33 years in prison for federal fraud charges. MLB has officially closed their case on that following. Novak Djokovic withdrew from the French Open ahead of the quarterfinals after a knee injury, and he'll be getting surgery on it. Kind of upsetting, honestly. Great going down.
He blamed the clay.
Mm-hmm.
Did he?
Yeah, he said they weren't maintaining the clay well enough.
Semifinals for that tournament are on Friday, and the winner will be a first-time champion at the Roland Garros. Other news, Chicago Sky forward Angel Reese was ejected from a game earlier this week. She received 2 straight texts after arguing with the referee. The WNBA later rescinded the second technical foul.
They're here to watch me.
Yeah, I guess they are.
She's a meathead.
She is such a meathead. She's so bad at ball, too.
Bro has a worse shooting percentage than Jonte Porter. He's trying to miss.
UConn women's great basketball head coach Gino Auriemma, he received a 5-year contract extension, runs through 2029, $18.7 million total over the 5 years. He will enter his 40th season next year. He's been 11-time national championships and second most wins all time in D1 with 12-13. Utah Jazz also another fire uniforms coming out.
Mm-hmm.
They'll wear 2 new designs next season before all 4 jerseys will be worn full-time in the 2025-2026 season. Their new look features purple, blue, and white with mountain designs. I think the whites are sexy.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah. They look awesome. I might buy one. Joe Pavelski of the Dallas Stars is retiring after 18 seasons in the NHL.
Yeah.
Goodbye to a great. He's 39 years old. Also played for the San Jose Sharks and was their captain for 4 years. Stanley Cup Finals will be getting I never knew this. Stanley Cup Finals will be getting an American Sign Language broadcast. First ever viewing experience for deaf community by a professional sports league. That's cool. That's
Shout
really
out.
cool. Shout out.
No, they would. You can't shout them out. They can't hear you.
Well, hey, shout out to that lady that did the sign language at
For
Walk.
walking.
Oh, fuck. You gotta, instead of shout them out, you gotta sign them out.
Yeah, that's right.
You gotta sign them out.
Former NBA player Chase Buttinger, who played 7 years in the NBA, has qualified for the last U.S. Olympic beach volleyball spot and will compete in the 2024 Paris Olympics this summer. Retired from pro hoops in 2017 and started playing beach volleyball in 2018. 36-year-old partners Miles Evans. They're the number 2 tandem in the U.S. and number 13 in the world.
Damn.
I mean, he was also in the dunk contest, so he's got the hops for it.
Yeah,
Is that your analysis?
does make sense. Paul Skeens been having a standout performance. Struck out 8 and allowed just 3 earned runs against the Dodgers. He struck out Ohtani on 3 straight 100-mile-per-hour fastballs. Ohtani did get
a home run.
I did get a home run at the next at-bat. He struck out Mookie Betts twice and Freddie Freeman once also.
Freddie's not having the greatest season right now, it
No.
seems like.
Neither are the Dodgers.
Well,
22-year-old pitcher Jared Jones shut out Dodgers the day before with 6 scoreless innings.
Yeah.
You know what their
Six strikeouts.
nickname is?
Bet on him.
You know what their nickname is?
What?
Okay.
The Hundo Boys.
The Hundo Boys. I
'Cause
like it.
Paul Skeens and Jared Jones both throw over 100 miles an hour.
Okay.
Thanks for your analysis, Pat.
Just
Wrap
giving,
it up, Will.
just giving you some facts.
Let's go into the octagon. Dustin Poirier, who lost to Makhachev last weekend, suffered multiple injuries with retirement looming. He broke his nose and a rib and also tore his ACL. That's
Imagine
very
fighting
unlucky.
with that.
Yeah, no.
It's crazy.
Fighting on a torn ACL.
Yeah.
Man City star Jack Grealish has been cut from the England Euro 2024 squad. Harry Maguire also cut from England. That's a good pick.
And
for
also, James Madison also got cut from the
Really?
England squad.
And
Wow.
no surprise, no Jordan Henderson this year.
No Jordan
with,
Henderson.
Southgate. He usually loves Jordan Henderson.
The James Madison one was surprising.
Big news for USA fans. The USA national cricket team has stunned Pakistan at the men's T20 Cricket World Cup. One of the biggest upsets in cricket history, if not the biggest.
I would like to say, when all these people said, "Oh, U.S. don't know how to play cricket," we came into this bitch and said, "Fuck y'all," and won that shit.
Where did he get that from, Lou?
You saw it on Twitter, dude. You saw it, John.
Well,
I saw it.
the T20 is a shorter match.
To finish the episode, we have washed up wagers. Here's a recap from last episode, the slate of June 4th and 5th. Lewis started the month in first place with a 3-0 record. His wins earlier this week were the Yankees, who beat the Twins 5-1 on Tuesday. How do you say his first? Diogo Jota. Diogo Jota, who was an anytime goal scorer versus Finland on Tuesday, and Uruguay, who beat Mexico 4-0 on Wednesday.
Love it.
A reminder, his series pick for the NBA Finals is the Celtics to cover -1.5 games, or -1.5 games in the series. I'm in second place this month to start. My wins were the Mets, who beat the Nationals 6-3, and the Cubs, who beat the White Sox 7-6 on Tuesday after being down 5-0 and during a rain delay. My loss was the Dodgers, who lost to the Pirates 1-0 on Tuesday. Of course, they lose when I bet on them. A reminder that my series pick for the NBA Finals is that there will be 2 road wins. Pat has finally come back down to fucking earth after an unreal month of May. He is 1-2 to start June. His win this week was the under of 7.5 runs in the Dodgers-Pirates game, which ended 1-0. His losses were the Giants, who lost to the Diamondbacks 8-5 on Tuesday, and the Reds to get over 4.5 runs, who only got 4.
The Diamondbacks strike again.
Yeah.
A reminder that Pat's series pick is under 5.5 games in the Celtics and Mavs series.
All right. let's do our picks for Friday through Sunday slate here. We will also be picking one future from the Stanley Cup Finals, like we did last podcast for the NBA Finals, between the Edmonton Oilers and the Florida Panthers. I will start it off. I have alternate line of minus 165 of under 6.5 goals in Game 1 tomorrow night of the NHL Finals. I have Brazil money line over Mexico in a club friendly, minus 185. And then I have Carlos Alcaraz, minus 170 in the semifinals of the French Open. Plus 292, $10 to give you $39.29. And then for my futures bet of the Stanley Cup Finals, I have Bobrovsky at plus 450 to win the Conn Smythe Trophy for the Florida Panthers.
Lou, you want to go second?
Yeah. For my 3-pick parlay, I got my dearly beloved Colombia money line against the United States this Saturday. I have McDavid over 1.5 points in Game 1, and I have the Indiana Fever money line at the Washington Mystics. That's a plus 865, $10 wins in 96.58.
That Indiana Fever one is fucking crazy. Aren't they like 2-11?
Don't come
But
around.
the Mystics are 0-9, I believe.
They're
really?
both minus 110.
Caitlin Clark.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough.
My
your future?
My futures is McDavid to have the most points in the series at a plus 140. That's $10 for 24.
So for me, I have Edmonton over 1.5 goal line for the game against the Panthers. I have the Las Vegas Aces minus 7 versus the Seattle Storm. And I have Germany money line versus Greece. It is plus 261, $10 for 36.19. And then I have my futures pick is the Stanley Cup to go over, or to go 6 games exactly, and that's $10 for $30. All right, well, thank you for joining us for episode 16 of the Wash Up Sports Podcast. We release new episodes on YouTube and Spotify every Tuesday and Friday. Like this video, subscribe to our channel, and give us a follow on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. Our users for those can be found in the description below. Thanks for watching, and as always,
Stay washed.
And go Celtics, baby!